Steve Lamb of Fantinuum. I'm here with Uel Carter, I guess one of the founders of Fantastic Comics.
That's right, yeah.
In Berkeley, California. So tell me about how you got started here and how this place came to be.
Well, there was another comic store that was opening, or actually, there was another comic store in this very space in Berkeley that had been here for many years called Comic Relief. And they were closing up. The owner had died, and the family were going to stop being a store. And I realized that there wasn't going to be a store in Berkeley any longer, and I knew there were a lot of customers here that were going to be really bummed out, me included in the people that were getting bummed out about it. So my brother and I opened this store, and now I get my comic books.
Awesome.
Every Wednesday.
That's great. So tell me about some of the events that you run here, and who you had come through to the store.
Oh yeah, sure. Probably the most famous name I've had in comics that signed here was Neil Adams.
Okay.
That was pretty fantastic. Someone I never dreamed I'd have in. Current people that we've had in the store, Greg Rucka, along with illustrators that he's worked with on Wonder Woman. We had Nicola Scott here with him. That was pretty amazing because she's from Australia and doesn't usually come to the States that often. And also Liam Sharp, who he's worked with on Wonder Woman. That was pretty cool. We've had other creators. Today we're having Zach Kaplan here for Port of Earth and his other book for Aftershock, Lost City Explorers.
Cool. Yeah, we just spoke to him a few minutes ago. So great guy. So how do you feel about because I know comics have been, there used to be like a cornerstone, a lot of shops where it used to be here in Berkeley, and suddenly in the 90s that big crash came, a lot of those shops closed down, and now you guys are the new sort of the go-to shop for comics and stuff. How do you feel about integrating with the community and what you do, things like that?
I love doing it, number one. I mean, keeping comics in Berkeley was mainly the goal that we had as far as opening the store. Like I said, there was going to be a lot of people bummed out that there wasn't a store here. I had, working with Comic Relief, or as an employee of Comic Relief, I had a lot of relationships with these people, and for them to not be able to come in and shop, that would be a real horrible thing. Just one.
Okay. Awesome.
I love comics, and for them not to be here is like a really. As far as the crash in comics, I wasn't really here for that during that time. Speculator boom was a big deal. I did obviously observe it in other places where I lived at the time, and that was a crazy time. I mean, comics were on QVC. Oh my God, we got this Spawn signed. It's gold. All that other junk, and that was fun. And some of those gimmicks, you look back on them. Sometimes they come back. That is pretty awesome because something shiny. I'm a fish. I like to get hooked by it all the time. But the oversaturation of it is what really when you're speculating on something that isn't any different than what's on the inside, that's not good.
Yeah, a lot of people say the dead giveaways, whatever, something's labeled collector's edition.
Oh yeah, collector's edition. Yeah, definitely. You do see a lot. I mean, Marvel, DC sometimes with some of their titles, they can be very guilty of starting, stopping, restarting series. Thor's had new number ones for five times in the last 7 or 8 years or something like that. So it can get, that's kind of a different version of the old model.
Right. Okay, cool. And you yourself also run a YouTube site where you review comics.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
So tell us about that.
So Fantastic Comics has a YouTube channel, and basically I just review comics that I've read and preview comics that are coming out, and at the same time I talk about the store's top 5 comic books sold, kind of to get an idea what we're selling here in Berkeley as opposed to the rest of the world. There are stores that usually specialize in selling superhero stuff, and we are a store that actually sells a lot of alternative comics, or I should say alternative to superheroes, capes and tights, that type of stuff. So it would be not uncommon to see Paper Girls in the top 5, or I think recently Monstrous was in the top 5, and books like that. And it's cool because there's a community out there in comicdom that doesn't believe that these things actually move, but in a college area, maybe a little bit more a well-read area, or people that are a little bit more diverse are actually looking for these things. And our top sales, you can see what Saga's doing here. We do it very well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, this is Uel Carter of Fantastic Comics. Thanks so much for speaking
Yeah, no
with me
problem.
today.
Thanks, Steve.
Awesome.
Yeah, take it easy.
Thank you.